G'day and welcome everyone. I'm EmrickXV and this is my latest episode in my Build and Survive series, How to Beat the End. As you can see, I've got an Ender Dragon head. That's right, I finally defeated the Ender Dragon and I'm going to be going into the End Islands for the first time to look for an End City. Okay, let's get stuck into this. So this little episode's going to look a bit funny because it doesn't actually look like I died, but if you do follow my EmrickXV YouTube channel, you will know that I actually died an awful lot because I did release a video of the amount of times that I died fighting this Ender Dragon. But of course, there was some good stuff in amongst it, so let's get into it. Let's wipe out these end crystals. Lucky last one here to try and knock it out, and boom, oh, got it with the dragon as well. So things started getting pretty difficult from here on out. I was really struggling knocking out the end crystals behind the iron bars, and I think I'll put that down to the fact that I left these ones till last, and it meant that the dragon was focusing a lot of attention around these. So yeah, next time you guys have a crack at defeating the Ender Dragon, make sure you wipe these ones out first, in my opinion. And if you've got any other good ideas about how to knock out this Ender Dragon, let me know in the comment section below. Unfortunately, I lost a little bit of the game audio through here, so I hope you enjoy some of these funky tunes. Alright, just a quick spoiler alert here. That animation you can see pointing to the top of that pillar, that's a sign that there is an end crystal still. So make sure you get all the end crystals before you start slamming at the Ender Dragon, because unfortunately the Ender Dragon will just continue to regenerate. So once all the end crystals are destroyed, it's just a matter of avoiding Dragon's Fire or Dragon's Breath, and avoiding like a wing buffet, which it does do once it rotates around that central pillar. So from this point out, it's really just bow practice, and whenever it comes down to that pillar, making sure you've got a few blocks just to wipe it out and get all the health points down. But that's basically it. That is Dragon Defeated 101. It certainly looks a little bit easier once you edit everything out. As I did say earlier in my other video, I actually died 10 times defeating this Ender Dragon, so it's really not as easy as it looks. But eventually, with some persistence, it pays off, and there is the Ender Dragon head. Funny story, I had a full inventory here, and by the time I could sort my stuff out, it had moved down to spawn, and I never got to pick it up. That's alright, I got an Ender Dragon head another way. Anyway, let's move on now and go have a look for some end cities. I realised how hard this end fight was when I started having a look at the location of these pillars. When you come over here, it's almost as if these pillars have been offset from this main island a bit. So when you come over here, like it literally, this obsidian pillar is literally right out on the edge, and when I was running around fighting the Ender Dragon, obviously I got knocked off a few times, and I think it was just because we were so close to the edge here and it was just so much height down here to have to worry about. That's possibly why I had some issues with the End Dragon. You would have seen my earlier videos where I failed multiple times, but we're there now. We got to it, and now we're just going to go over and see how we go looking for our first end city. So over there is the end portal to another island, I believe. So this is the first one I'm going to have a crack at. I'm going to go see if I can find a end city, and let's get stuck into it. Okay, here I am. I suppose because this is only 1 block wide, I just have to flick an ender pearl in here, and away we go. Let's hope this is right. Jeez. That seriously felt like I was thrown into, like a complete and utter void. Must have just been the loading of the blocks, but that was super concerning me. Anyway, we're here. I don't quite know how we get back from here. Just got to mark it. Doesn't appear to me. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing I can flick a ender pearl back into there, and I will get transported back to the main island. Let me just test that and see how we go. Yeah. No, that didn't work. Don't want to burn all my ender pearls up. Maybe I have to get up there a little bit more. Anyway, this is cool. I've never been out here before, so I can see some chorus plants here, which is pretty interesting. There is a lot of endermen out here, so I've got some blocks ready in case I accidentally get anybody angry. But I suppose we just start running around and seeing if we can find that elusive end city. I might just use, what have I got? Yeah, I've just got a few more blocks of wood. I might just use this, and I'll collect up some end stone actually, and use that for beacons, I suppose. I don't know what that little trigger is where you can see that light come through that bit there, but anyway, this is pretty exciting. First time I've ever been out here, so I'm going to collect up some of this now, and we'll be back once I've decided to work out what I'm going to do from here. Okay, so I've seemed to come across another little portal here, so I don't know where this is going to take me if I go in there. As you can see back up on this hill, I've just created just a little navigation system. It's just a very small structure, just at a height, and then depending on where the last structure is the way the torches are pointing. So because I've got 2 torches on that side, my other structure is in that direction over there. So hopefully I can use this little system to get me back to the original portal I came through, and I'm guessing that if I do that, I get back to the same portal that I left the first island from. But I'm gonna probably have a crack at and have a look and see what happens if I jump in through this portal. May as well. I haven't come across a end city yet, but maybe before I do that, I'll just go up here a little bit just to see if I'm gonna miss anything, and just have a quick squiz and see if there's anything up here of interest other than more of this chorus forest. Can't really see any signs of anything else at this stage. And through there, just more islands by the looks of it. It's a little bit dodgy in here because there's so many endermen around and very little cover, so that's why I'm making those little structures, as you can sort of see over there. And yeah, we'll see how we go. But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click myself through here. I might just gather myself up a few more blocks, just on the off chance that I get stuck in a bad spot, and I'll start seeing how these work. So I assume they are just portals which go one direction and then you can go back. So I've only got the 3 ender pearls though, which I I might need to spend some time. In fact, what I might do first is I might spend some time seeing if I can get some ender pearls first before I start mucking around with these portals. Okay, so I've spent a little bit of time getting a few more ender pearls. I'm going to try and transfer myself somewhere else. Okay, interesting. That has flicked me back to the original spawn location. I don't know if it's random then, or if it is linked up to that. I think what I'll do is I'll just go and test that by going over to my first one that we blocked up to, which is over the far side here, and we'll see if we end up in the same spot and work out how this all works, because obviously our goal is to find this end city. Now I don't know how difficult it is to find this end city, but we'll see how we go. I might pretty this up a little bit, and yeah, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've explored as much as I can in regards to areas where I can just go by foot, and now I'm coming to these massive expanses, unfortunately. So my only option really is to block across to keep exploring, or to start trying to use some ender pearls to flick me from island to island. That's a little bit disconcerting, so I've just set myself up with a chest, put most of my items in it, except for a few things. Don't really mind if I burn a diamond pickaxe or some blocks, but I'm just going to start mucking around with these ender pearls and see how I go. So it's interesting, but short of obviously just blocking across these big expanses, which I suppose isn't actually that unsafe as long as you don't aggro any of the endermen. It's probably not that bad, but I figure it will be a little bit quicker for me to practice doing this. So I've got like a little bit of a platform here. I figure I'm just going to try and aim myself across this expanse here. This is pretty short, and then I can keep exploring. So I've taken a falling potion. So I've taken a falling potion to try and stop myself from taking damage from dropping too far. But let's see. Hopefully I can work it in conjunction with ender pearls. So yeah, a bit worrying, but we'll see how we go. There we go, so we've jumped across, and there we go. So that's where I was, just up there, and now I've got that pillar and that platform there. I'm hoping I can just throw an ender pearl across there to transport myself even further. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to try and make my way up onto the top of this platform, and see if I can spot this end city. It's taking a little while to find. I'm guessing it's harder than I think, obviously. So yeah, we'll just pick up a few more blocks and just work our way around, see if we can find this end city, and hopefully I'll be exploring it very soon. Okay, this is becoming a little bit more dangerous now, but I'm getting a little bit more confident. So I'm going to try and flick myself across to that island there to be able to jump across to that biggest island over there, and then we can start working out if there's a way to hopefully it's the way to the end city. We'll see how we go anyway. So I don't know how high I have to aim this, but let's just try it. Uh-oh. Missed. I don't suppose... Oh, I might have been able to save myself there. After an hour or so of searching, I finally found my first end city. And as you can see, I have actually been up in this end city already, but I had some issues with my recording. And have a look at it. I've been completely ripped off here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to spin the track back, and I'm going to show you what I found in this end city. Okay everyone, that's it. That's my first End City raid done and dusted. We found our first End City, and boy oh boy am I going to be going back there to have a look for some more. Look at these. Look at these shiny Elytra. Look at them. What's the button on there? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Beautiful Elytra. Right. So, as I did say on my Instagram profile, I am a man of my word. I'm going to try and fly these for the very first time. That didn't work. Is it just a jump? I'm pretty sure it's some form of jump. There we go. It's a double jump. So I think it's a combination of firing off the rocket, doing a double jump and timing it all correctly. So let's see how we go. We'll try and do a bit of a run off here. Oh, geez, that was close. That was very close. All right, let's try again. Come on. Go again. Yep. No, that's not right. This is not going well, folks. I really didn't expect myself to get it right the first time, but it surely can't take much longer. Alright, double jump rocket. Yes! Oh my word. This is awesome. That is amazing. What would take me 2 minutes to walk across, I've literally flown over in 5 seconds. Wow, you move with speed, that's for sure. Well, looks like I'm going to have to work out how to get myself a heap of rockets. This is wicked. And you can get to see what I've sort of done. It doesn't look much. It looks pretty small considering I've been on this game for I think about 500 days now, but man, this is the first time I've ever used Elytra. Alright, let's get crazy. Let's see what we can do. I have seen people die. Come on. Yeah. Oh, this is just like, this is a piece of cake. Love it. Now, a lot of people have issues with the landing. Let's see what we can do with the landing. Jeez, you're moving pretty fast. Oh, here we go. Working out, slowing it down. Oh, there we go. There we go, folks. The first Elytra flight, all done. So I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Let's see if we can do it again first time. Yes. Man, this is just going to be a game changer. Just being able to travel over hundreds of blocks within seconds. You certainly get an absolute rocket. I am really looking forward to using this. Gonna have to work out how to build more rockets and lots of them. Alright everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did like it, please make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section below. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up because it does help the channel. Alright everyone, I'm going to take this on. Have a good one.